held in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Brown 80! Hey, I'm coming. Check. Lucky. Alert! Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 to the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, he's going deep for the ball, popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get wide.
Now Drake. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Coming this way. Here we go. 49 the mud. 49 the money goes.
From the gun, it's Taylor. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On first down, Drake. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check back. Shoot. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch out. Check three.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Watch 49. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike's 49. Mike's 4 over. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Laquan Treadwell, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down now, it's Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
43 for Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Here it comes. Here it comes. Motion, 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 motion. Here we go. 43. Go.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
56.
On 1st down, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man, here's Foster. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check hot route. Hot.
Taylor. Caught. It's Wilson. 22 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Taylor. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
49 the mic, watch 49. Get ready,
Here's Taylor to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Mike, 53, Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
First down, Dolphins.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Drake. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And Wilson has it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Alert! Captain. Gun.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen got an open man. It's Foster. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Hey, hold.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
I'm coming after you.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And John Brown's got it complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike's 43. Man, that's trash. That's trash. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check your hot read.
Pass. Alert!
Check 37.
Middle.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Foster. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. 43 is the mark.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Watch that.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. 43 is the mark. Get that one. 43.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen hauling it in, Nelson. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka adds the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The throw by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. That'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running from the shotgun with Drake. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
To throw is Taylor, operating from the gun, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
5 wide.
Check. Check.
Now Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Allen off the play fake. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Hey, tight.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's Taylor. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
49.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Ready up.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They stay on the ground with Drake. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Running, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll run with Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run on first down. Vaughn. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vaughn. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
On third down, Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, wahoo!
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I got one. Shut down. Motion.
Alert!
Shift.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the interception, here's Taylor. It's complete to Drake. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Drake. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Right back to Drake. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On third down, Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Miami.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Vaughn. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1 yard pickup there on second. The Dolphins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. They'll get it to Drake, running left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Throwing on second and long. Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
We got to step it up. 36. Shit.
On third down, Drake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jerome Baker make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To the air, Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On third and long, it's Allen. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Taylor to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Shaq Lawson, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. McKenzie now to return it. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Regular.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Bravo!
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the...
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
I got you. I got you.
Now Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Cut. Motion.
Let's go.
First throw of overtime for Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Gordon. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Here we go. Here we go.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Round 80.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. From the 29, Allen. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Allen now looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
I got you. I got you. Kill, kill, kill.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Hauschka's kick is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Buffalo, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.